I'm revived, and there's no oil leak. So I think I might get a little bit more game and go further out. There's not that many roads I can explore that I haven't, though. I'm not going to do Rice Road. Not today. Oh, question for all you knowledgeable people watching this. This sign. Now, if we look at it, hopefully it's in frame. If it's not, I'm just talking like a dickhead like normal. That has a red circle with a line through it with a person doing a wheelie. And I can't see the motor on that bike, so they're talking about mountain bikes. Does that mean I'm allowed to ride in there as long as I don't do wheelies? Could be worth a shot. And the sign to your left, it doesn't actually say no motorbikes, no forward drives. And even then, that's only a 2-door forward drive. So I'm allowed to take a 4-door forward drive or a forward drive U. Food for thought. Food for thought. Alright, see if we can hit a kangaroo. I mean, get an oil leak. Or a bull. Did I close my pockets? No, I did not. Do I have my keys? Still, I do. Whee! Well, I did say, see if we can hit a kangaroo. Now apparently this road, if I do go straight ahead, according to Google, there is still a road. I haven't done any searching because, you know, we all know I don't prepare well enough for these videos to see if it is gazetted. But there is a gate there. There's no sign on the gate. Let's go have a look. So there's no sign on the gate. There's no lock on the gate. I wonder. It looks like a welcoming gate. I might do some research. I'm not about to just go through the gate and rock up at someone's driveway. That's worth exploring. I'll have a look. Some young moo-moos over there. Big enough to be a cheeseburger. Remind myself to do some research on that. road, see where it goes and whether it's gazetted or not. Hopefully that new house up ahead is not a sign that this is all just going to be houses soon. Big house up there, never noticed that before. Not a bad area this. Duck. More hamburgers. Now we are meant to be getting some storms, and it does actually look like we're going to. It's the Bureau of I swear I can't speak words. The Bureau of Meteorology does say there's going to be some rain today. So, play it safe, turn left, head home, be an idiot, turn right. Risk it. I think we all know the answer to that question. Oh, helps if I find the gear. Found neutral. Let's go up these side roads, see how far they do go. Yeah, there's one. Let's have a look. See how far we can go before we got to turn around. I suspect it's not very far. Dempsey Road. Some horses. Not Big Macs. Well, not in this country anyway. Oi, kangaroos. Dude, you could have stayed to the left. It's like kangaroos don't like following the road rules. Keep to the left. Someone's coming down on their little tractor or ride-on mower or something. mower. This is going further than I thought. As I say that, there's probably a dead end up here. There is, look at that. This must be where the really famous YouTubers live, because they've got like a little horsey circuit there for equestrian, is that what they call it? I don't know, I'm not that famous, I wouldn't know. Look at that view. Well, there's another one up on the left as well. Turn left onto Ripley Road again, and there's another little dead end street we can go up and have a look at. It's just around this corner, maybe. Yeah, there it is. Hello. What's this one called? Bowles Road. Huh. So someone doing some illegal dumping. Or maybe it's just the owner of the land doing stuff. Okay, Bowles Road turns into something else. Mocker Road. Couple of camper trailers there. What have I got myself into? What's going on here? Illegal dumpers, camper trailers. Go on, bouncy bouncies. Alright, someone had fun down here. Now, I'd say that looks pretty locked. Sort of. Not going to go through it. What have we got up ahead? Double SAA are down here as well, so maybe we can go down that. The property to the left, as I go around this corner, is double SAA land. Okay, he's just dumped a trailer. Probably one of the landowners. Yeah, with a bright yellow water tank is, that's double SAA land. And I know that from the research I did when I turned into this street with the double SAA sign. Yeah, let's go further down. Live life on the edge. Haven't died yet. Double SAA, if you don't know, there's probably not much point talking right now. I'm hearing wind noise, so you guys probably are as well. Now I'm going a bit slower. Double SAA, for those that don't know, is Sports Shooters Association Australia. Well, it's got something to do with shooting and an association in Australia, so there you go, Sporting Shooters Association of Australia. And the gate is unlocked. Let's have a look. How far can we go? Now it does say you're not allowed on that land either side of it unless you're a member. So does that mean I can ride my bike in there? Big green shed. Sorry, I'm just stating the obvious. This is going further than I thought. Been thinking of taking my wife down here so we could shoot together, but I don't know if that's a wise move. I mean, one, she's probably a better shot than me. She grew up around firearms. And two, do I really want to aid her in further weaponry? I'm not going to go down there. It's easy to turn around up here. And if you're thinking, Brad, you mock your wife a bit too much on this channel. No, I don't. Nowhere near enough. If you don't have a level of sarcasm and a sense of humour, you probably won't last too long at our house. Because even my kids will mock you. And they're in primary school. I think the last video I was talking about the internet censorship. And how much BS that is. Just to prove a point, and also mock my wife at the same time, so bonus double. They don't really do their job very well anyway. So my wife, for those that don't know, which is probably everyone watching this, she's originally from overseas, from Asia. Now she's lived in Australia most of her life anyway, but she had the upbringing in Asia. And so English is her second language, is what I'm getting at. She'd been in the country probably about 10 years before I'd met her. So really she has no excuses, and she's studied, done multiple degrees in this country. But anyway, how this relates to my wife and internet censorship and monitoring and all that. My wife looks after everything. Probably because I'm an idiot. Absolutely everything. So anyway, she's doing some research online, life insurance for husbands and blah blah blah. Starts making some phone calls and inquiring about life insurance and how it all works. And she was talking to one particular company, and she seemed to have liked them and kept talking to the guy and getting information. And at one point the guy said, we should probably speak to your husband and let him know. And her response was, he doesn't need to know about this. First alarm bell. Second alarm bell. We, not we, she, her, was planning to go on a cruise ship. Didn't tell any of us. And she booked it, all good and well. And before she told us that she had booked a spot on a cruise ship and we all have to go, she did some research, because you go to the shops and you see these little kids, primary schoolers, with these, for those raised in the Western world, or in Australia at least, we call them bum bags. But the kids wear the bum bags across their body nowadays. And she saw that and she thought, that's probably a good thing to get the kids. So when we're on the ship, they can have their room key on there, and they can have their phone in there, and put some money in there, and it's all with them. Honest enough. So she starts searching, and not being raised in Australia, she doesn't know what to call these things. So she's Googling body bags. Now keep up, I know it's fast. Life insurance for husband, next search, body bags. Oh, but it gets worse. Her next search, because we're nerds, we do a lot of research, we do a lot of mythology research, ancient history, ancient scriptures, we research everything. We're just nerds. Quantum physics, we don't understand it, but we research it. It interests us. Everything we do, everything we come across, we will research. So by we I mean my wife, do some investing, and she thought, well, arms dealers, firearm manufacturing and all that kind of stuff, probably worth chucking some money on there and having a look, see how it goes, research, work out ebbs and flows for that kind of stuff. And so she was researching who's the world's largest arms dealer, who's the largest arms dealer in Australia. And then we go to one of our friends' places. I can't say what they do for a living, but she asked them, who's the largest arms dealer in the world? And they had a bit of a concerning look on their face. Why would you be asking that? Oh, no, nothing. It's okay. Now, this is the point where you explain it, honey. So we've got life insurance for husband, body bags, world's largest arms dealer in her internet search history, and no one's kicked down our door yet. I'm feeling kind of disappointed. But body bags was a classic. That was an interesting one. And we've had a few moments like that. When my daughter was born, she had an upset tummy. And so my wife is Googling stuff and reading things and everything. And she calls me. I'm out at the time. And she calls me and she said, when you get home, can you pick up some raspberries? On the way home, sorry. Can you pick up some raspberries? I swear I can speak English. I can say words. Just not whenever I record. I'm like, okay, cool. No worries. I said, got a craving? It wasn't only a few months after my daughter was born. And she goes, no, she's got an upset tummy. I said, well, I don't know if raspberries are something that's going to cure an upset tummy in a baby. I don't know if babies should be having raspberries at this age. And she said, no, she's not going to eat them. You just have to blow them on the belly. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, she researched it, and you blow raspberries on the baby's belly, and it helps their tummy. I guess another side effect of not being raised in the Western world, and not understanding our slang and our phrases, she literally thought you get raspberries and you blow it across the baby's belly to magically make them less sick. For those not born in Australia, that means doing like fart sounds on a baby's belly, like that. How's it go again? There you go. Blowing raspberries. I don't even know how that would help a baby, but anyway, she literally thought you buy raspberries and blow it across a baby's belly and it magically gets better. So we've had a few moments like that, which are freaking hilarious, and my kids call her on that stuff as well. So yeah, I don't think I mock her enough, to be honest. Oi, bird, you don't have to fly along the road. You have the ability to fly anywhere. Thank you. That was a tasty bug. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I live with. Let's have a look and see if they've tried to close off the gate for Rice Road. Again, with me in words. What's going on? No, it's not locked. That's good. They can't lock it. It is a gazetted road, and there's confirmation from the council to say that you can ride on it. So, just heard a rumour that it was locked. So anyway, back to mocking my wife. That's she gets me twice as bad. Don't worry about that. Our house is basically a mockery. Maybe we should live on Mocker Street. Maybe that street name was mocking me. Vale Street and then Mockery. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. Hopefully you're not watching this video expecting a grand tour of somewhere, because it ain't going to happen. I have no idea where I'm going. I know I'm on Undulla or Ripley Road, whatever it is at this point. I'm just riding for my own sanity. More bouncy bouncies. Where are you going to go? Of course you're going across the road. How does a little bug get inside my helmet? You're not going to get out, are you? A responsible person would pull over around about now to check if there's an oil leak still. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm not going to pull over. For all those bird researcher people out there, I don't know, I'm sure you have a title for your job or a description for your job. I'm just going to call you bird people. Why the hell do birds like to sit on the road, particularly around blind corners, and then run off the road, not fly off of it? The amount of times I come across birds on the road and they want to run off the road instead of just fly doesn't make sense. And then that idiot bird that we just passed a little while back, where he's just flying really low above me following the road. I didn't realise the road rules apply to the birds as well. Well, I'm not going to get an oil leak by now. I would say I've done my job. I did a thing, I did an oil change, stuffed it up the first time, Definitely stuffed it up the second time. The second time, probably shouldn't tell you guys this. So I have a torque wrench. I bought that when we bought the camper van. Never used it for the camper van because I never used the camper van. But I bought it because I thought maybe I should have a torque wrench in case I get a flat tyre and I can, I don't know, do the nuts up to the right torque. I did hear a rumour that the tyres on that particular camper trailer brand were kind of shit. So yeah, I got one. And anyway, fast forward 3 years, gotten rid of the camper trailer, never used the damn tool. Doing an oil change on the 300L. Watched a YouTuber as part of my mechanic degree, and they said, yeah, torque wrench 9 Newton something. So I set mine to 9 Newton something. And I'm thinking, this is pretty tight. Well, when you're leveraging, you got such a big lever on such a tiny bolt, I mean 8mm socket for crying out loud. Yeah, it's probably overkill using, probably about half a metre long is the size of that wrench. I snapped the bolt, is the short of the story. Let that back end get out there a bit. So, I might actually pull over here because I'm going to check to see if there is an oil leak. So I snapped the bolt. And I had an option. I had a couple of options, actually. One, burn the bike because it's broken and it's destroyed, it will never work again, which was high up on that list. Two, I could spend, I think they wanted about $50 for one replacement bolt, because this is Australia, or I could pay 80 cents for a pack of 3 from YouTube, not YouTube, eBay. Or I could spend $80 and get a full set of bolts for the 300L. So, being very cautious of spending money, I spent the $80 on getting the big pack of bolts for the 300L. This supposedly has every bolt you'll ever need. And if I'm doing the maintenance on this bike, I'll challenge them to that, because I reckon I'll need them all. So I did that. And then I also bought a nice red oil filter cover. Let me take the camera off. Can I do this without destroying stuff? Possibly not. Round and round you go. Whee! If I'm nice, I'll edit that out. I probably won't. Look at it. It's shiny. It's red. And there's no oil. There's oil there. That can't be my fault. I need to stuff this bit up. So, last time it was, I don't know how good this is. Let me check this screen. Alright, so last time there was oil leaking from this bit up here. So, I don't know if I put the seal on right or whatever. I don't know. And it was leaking and it was all on my back tyre, which was fun. Let's tilt the bike over. There's probably not enough time for it to sit yet, but there's oil. Never let the bike rest for a little bit. It's probably even full. It should be. So yeah, I put the nice red oil cap on there. So we'll say that I meant it because I wanted to put the oil filter cap dooha on there. How are we looking with oil? Yeah, we're full. Look at that. It's not leaking. I don't have to burn the bike. Yeah, so I did something and didn't break it again the second time. Anyway, this is sort of where I normally stop, actually. Mount Elliott Road and Undullah Road intersection. Let's go for another spin, shall we? Whee! Look at that. That's a professional cameraman. I'm a professional YouTuber. They can't say words, but I can spin a camera. What is wrong with you? I'm spinning it the wrong way. There we go. No. I'll have to spin you around again. Sorry, people. There we go. That didn't work. Because I'm going the wrong way again. I have a 50-50 chance of going the right way. And twice in a row, I've gone the wrong way. And I trusted myself to do an oil change. What an idiot. Okay. Now I think we're getting somewhere. Is that level when I push the bike up? It kind of sort of is. Yep, cool. I did 2 things. I am on a roll. Well, there's no point stopping for a break because I just had one. What do I do? I could do Mount Elliott Road again. Kind of bored of that. Kind of bored of Undullah and Ripley Road. I am planning, now that I have fixed my bike from my stuff up, I'll head down the other side of Boonah, Bow Desert Road, or Boonah Ipswich Road. Yeah, Boonah Ipswich Road, I think they called it. A road that has the name Boonah in it, that leads from Ipswich to Boonah. Going down there and then doing the side streets, or the offshoots from there, like I did in the other video. I did Carmichael Road and some other road that's spelt with letters. There's another one, can't remember the name of it, that would connect up to Wild Pig Creek Road, I think. In the past, before it stopped connecting. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, so I'll do that before I start taking a bit further journeys recording out, because let's be honest, I'm not very good at editing videos. I'm not very good at recording videos. It's a lot easier to get a bit of practice in doing these short little rides. But I'm very overdue in going for a ride to, was it White Swamp Road and something Creek Road. Can't even remember. It's been that long since I've been down there. And doing all that. And then maybe go across the Simpson Desert. Because why not? And I didn't break everything. Can I bend that way? It's probably going to snap. We'll work it out. Alright, so, I don't know. What am I going to do? Continue down Undullah. There's no other offshoots. Maybe we could find, I don't know. Keep riding till we break the bike, I guess. Get an oil leak. Potholes. Oh, bugger. That was a lot of potholes. Oh, more. The burger factory on my right here. Not many moo-moos in there at the moment. Probably all on the way to Hungry Jack's. You know what they say. Burgers less shit at Hungry Jack's. Oh, more potholes. Changed the road up here last time I was down here. They had the detour, which appears gone. Ah, right. Oh, that was a horrible job of repairing this. My goodness. So that car was going to stop to let me go through that section first. There's enough room for two. Again, birds. You have wings, you can fly. There you go. Pothole on the corner. That's just nice. Well, I don't know where I'm going, so I'll probably stop the recording and save you any more torment. And I'll work out what the heck I'm going to do. There is meant to be a storm coming. I don't like riding in the rain because I'm a wuss. So yeah, and that's why I haven't ridden for a while as well, because it's raining each weekend. I did lodge a complaint with the Bureau of Meteorology and say, can't speak English, Bureau of Meteorology. I did lodge a complaint with them and say, look, I know it's a conspiracy. It's blue skies all bloody week. Come the weekend, it's raining. I'd appreciate it if you stop, or I'll tell everyone about your conspiracy. And lo and behold, an actual government department listened to my complaint and they didn't let it rain this weekend. For the first part. So I think that's the answer to your problems. Just keep lodging complaints with the Bureau of Meteorology and tell them you want a dry weekend, and they'll make that happen for you, because that's what they've done for me this weekend. Maybe they realise they're messing with the famous YouTuber and that's why they stopped the rain this weekend. I don't know. They could have done that. My powers could have been used for evil and stopped the weather. So that's why I haven't been out riding, and it's been very tempting to go out during the week, and even more tempting, my wife saying, when I'm complaining about it raining every weekend, she keeps telling me just get on the bike and go for a ride during the week. Potholes. So yeah, I might end the video here and work out what the heck I'm doing, and maybe do some things on the motorbike that I probably shouldn't be recording, and have a bit of fun, and come out again next weekend. I'll see how I go during the week. I might order a bigger fuel tank for this, the Safari tank, and book it in to get some suspension done. I'm kind of waiting because I'm going to have to get some new tyres at some point. So when the tyres sort of wear down enough, I'll probably chuck it in and get it all done in one go. Makes a bit more sense. Ah. There we go. A puddle. That was a river crossing. A river crossing on Undullah Road. So yeah. That's what I might do. So hopefully you didn't die with boredom. Thanks for watching. All that other stuff people normally say. And I'll work out what I'm going to do. I might, if it's really dry, I might take my son out to Glendon. Take him out there again. He's kicking butt on the motorbike at the moment. He's doing really well. So I'll take him out there if it's going to be dry, and have a bit of fun. Anyway, have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next ride.